Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome. And welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we have some news. Some news concerning Bill Goldberg and him challenging Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. My thoughts and my opinion. You know, my thoughts is that he shouldn't challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. He doesn't deserve a championship match. And what exactly has he done to get a championship match? And another question is why is he allowed to come in and cut in front of everybody that's been there, that's there every single week, begging for an opportunity, like literally begging for an opportunity. You have this washed up has been named Bill Goldberg showing up and demanding a championship match. Dude, that's not right. That's not right. If I'm working there, like if I'm on that roster, I am absolutely furious. Like, dude, it don't make any sense. Like, yeah, you don't need him. Like, you really don't need him. I don't like. I think I know why they brought him back. I think I know why they brought him back. One is to boost the ratings, and the second reason was reported, and I'm reading it off of Ringside News. I'm reading off of Ringside News. They said, according to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, the new WWE Championship match was only planned over the weekend before Legends Night on Monday Night Raw. And so WWE officials decided over the weekend that nobody else was ready to challenge Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason why Goldberg was there, is because WWE feels that there's nobody else on that roster that's ready for Drew McIntyre. I could name you one person, Sheamus. Sheamus deserves a championship match. Why is he not getting a championship opportunity? AJ Styles is another one. It should have been AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, but you used him at TLC, and that's one of the main reasons why they should get rid of that pay per view TLC and all these other pay per views that's not needed. But anyway, back to Goldberg. You know, he's selfish, and he's taking up everybody's spotlight. He took up Drew McIntyre's spotlight and Keith Lee's spotlight. You had this guy interrupt Drew McIntyre right after he had a championship match with Keith Lee, and he didn't even have time to celebrate. Didn't have no time to celebrate. And then Goldberg, he comes out. He comes out and says that Drew McIntyre was disrespectful to the legends. And dude, are you talking about Drew McIntyre? Or are you talking about Randy Orton? If it's anybody that he should be talking to, is Randy Orton. That's the one person that he should be going after, is Orton. Because the entire night, Orton, he's been disrespecting the legends, verbally disrespecting them and bullying them backstage the entire night. And you want to say Drew McIntyre is the disrespectful one? Like the story doesn't make any sense. It don't make any sense at all. Goldberg and Drew McIntyre have nothing to do with each other. So I don't understand why they fighting each other. And it's just like what I said. Why is it okay for him to cut the line? Why is it okay to cut in front of everybody else that's there? Like, like it's not right and it's not fair. It's not right and it's not fair. And he's yeah, he killed the Fiend. He beat Bray Wyatt when he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have beaten Bray Wyatt. He never shouldn't have beaten Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt should have won. Bray Wyatt should have won that match, and they had Goldberg beat Bray Wyatt, killing his career. And people want to say, "Oh, the Fiend is not buried. The Fiend is not buried." The Fiend is buried. He is absolutely buried. Nobody takes the Fiend seriously anymore. Nobody. And then I had this one person. I was talking to one person. He was like, you know, age is irrelevant. All that matters is the story. And I was like, dude, what story? There is no story between those two. There is no story between McIntyre and Goldberg. There's no story. Like, man, it's not the right move. It's not the right move. And then people were comparing him. People were comparing Goldberg to Sting and Chris Jericho. And dude, they are nothing the same. They are different. You see, Sting, he showed up to AEW to put over AEW. Sting not challenging for a championship. His first night he didn't challenge for no championship. He didn't go after Kenny Omega and pointed at the AEW championship and challenge Kenny Omega for the championship. No. He wants to be a mentor to Darby Allin. That's the reason why he's there. And Goldberg, he's doing the opposite. And you want to say it's just like Goldberg. And Chris Jericho on the other hand, people were comparing Chris Jericho to Goldberg. They are nothing alike. Chris Jericho can wrestle. Chris Jericho can last more in the ring than Goldberg. Goldberg, Chris Jericho can go 30 minutes or even more than 30 minutes. Goldberg won't even last 30 seconds. And you want to compare them two together. When Chris Jericho was the AEW World Champion, it was the right move to put the title on Jericho because AEW was just starting, and you needed one person that had star power, and Chris Jericho had that star power. And Chris Jericho, he was known, he was a household name in TNT. And you had to put the championship on him. You had to put that championship on him because if you had a casual audience, they're not gonna know who Adam Hangman Page is, but they'll know who Chris Jericho is. So at the time, it was right to put the title on Jericho. And when Jericho was the champion, he made that championship prestigious. And whoever beat him after that whoever beat Jericho for the championship, they would have been better off for it. That's why Moxley has been better off for it. That's why Omega has been better off for it. Jericho, he put over guys. He put over Darby Allin. He put over, Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy and, the list goes on and on. Everybody that he's been in a ring with, he made them better. And Goldberg doing the opposite. Goldberg doesn't care about nobody else but himself. And, him beating the Fiend was one of them. Was one of the reasons why he only cared about himself. And so he doesn't belong there. He doesn't belong there. His last match should have been him and Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33. That WrestleMania 33 with him and Brock Lesnar, that should have been his last match. The story was good. The story was about his son. His son never seen him wrestle again, or never seen him wrestle before. His son never saw him wrestle before, and that was the story. And he wanted his son to see him wrestle. And so his son saw him wrestle for the first time in his life. And you should have ended off your career that way. But no, he wanted to come back. He wanted to come back and fight The Undertaker, which was a terrible, terrible, terrible match. That guy had no reason. He had no business being back in that ring. No business coming back and fighting The Undertaker. That match was a disaster. That match sucked. And and you think McIntyre is going to be better off for it? You think McIntyre is going to be better off if he fighting Bill Goldberg at the Royal Rumble, right? No, he is not going to be better off for it. McIntyre is going to lose. He's going to lose that WWE Championship. And McIntyre, he's going to be buried. He's going to be buried. Because why else would they bring Goldberg back? They're not gonna bring him back just to have him lose. So they're gonna put the title on him. They're gonna put the title on Goldberg, and that's it. That's all they're gonna do. And WWE's problem is the fact that they fail to push new stars. That's why they're sinking right now, because they fail to push new stars. You can't always depend on these legends. One day these legends are not gonna be here anymore. And then when that happens, who else are you gonna call? Who else are you gonna call? You gotta depend on what's in front of you. That's the whole point of professional wrestling is building up the future. So one day they will become legends. One day, like they doing everything backwards. They do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. That's why a lot of people look down on WWE because they don't listen to their fans. You know, they don't like it always starts at the top. It always starts at the top, and that's management. It's management. Management does not care about the fans. They don't care about the talent that they have in front of them. They don't appreciate them. That's why people speak negative about WWE because because of those reasons. Now what should have happened. What should have happened. What should have been a match at the Royal Rumble. I'm not for this match. I'm not for it. But Goldberg, he probably should have challenged Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. I'm not. I'm not for that match, but it would have made more sense. It would have been a better match than Drew McIntyre and Goldberg. Have Roman Reigns and Goldberg go at it at the Royal Rumble because Goldberg he been talking about Roman Reigns all the time in interviews and all this stuff. It would make sense to have him and Roman go in the ring at the Royal Rumble, and that'll be it. But do not have them at WrestleMania. That belongs to Daniel Bryan. Roman and Daniel Bryan is the match at WrestleMania. Or you could have Goldberg and Roman at the Royal Rumble. It would have made more sense. Not a good match, but it would have made better sense than Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. I mean Drew McIntyre and Goldberg. I mean, so yeah, you know, I don't agree with the move. I don't agree with Goldberg challenging Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble because they don't have nothing to do with each other. And yeah, that's my thoughts and that's my opinion on it. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll become an awesome one. Like this video, comment down below if you agree with me. Comment down below if you disagree with me. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. Share this video with your friends, your family, and everybody else that you come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thursday for Dynamite. The show is on Wednesday. I usually record on Thursday, but I'll see you on Wednesday or Thursday. I'll see you on later this week. I'll see you later this week. And this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, I'd like to thank you all for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. And that's that.